Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you my project life for week 16. Obviously, as you know, I'm still really far behind. I'm slowly catching up, but I banged out weeks 15 through 19, so I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm just, like I said, trying to get everything caught up. And I definitely have noticed a lack of journaling in my project life, which is really frustrating when you're trying to remember some of the details. So lately I've been trying to write on journaling cards how I'm feeling at the time or telling a story, and then just sticking it in an envelope with the week number written on it, and that way I've always got something to refer back to. And if the journaling card doesn't match that week's spread, you know, I'm not too picky about that. But if it doesn't match that week's spread, you can always rewrite the journaling, but it's just important that you have those fresh feelings written down at the time, because so many small details get lost. So I absolutely loved the stamp set that was in this kit. I think it was the May kit from Studio Calico. I loved every single stamp in that collection, and I particularly love this typewriter type stamp set and the like the little check marks. So I thought it was one stamp, but I think it's actually two stamps, but I lined it up there to match because I just think it looks so cute, and I think that's a really quick, easy way to just give your overall feeling for the week. And this was just on the back of a filler card from the previous week, but it just worked out well for that stamp, and that's one thing that I really want to do with that stamp. So there it is, quick and easy. I've also been printing out a lot more of my Instagram photos, even though I don't use the Instagram pockets. And I think those really help fill up a 4x6 card, because you can just mat them onto a card and then go from there. You have a little room for journaling and telling a story, or you can just use a cutesy card, or you can put it in the middle. So I've really found that I've liked those a lot lately. And I liked so many of the embellishments in the past few kits lately. I just like that they put in more small embellishments. I really love those die cut little pennant stickers or die cuts, and they just punch out of that sheet, and I feel like they're the perfect thing to just add to your layout, kind of like a label sticker or a tag or something. Just something small and flat, and it's just something easy to work with that I really have enjoyed. So yeah, there I started to put the card back in the pocket, and I realized I hadn't done any journaling on it, so I had to pull it back out. But I really like being able to personalize the card a little bit without the journaling, you know, well, with the journaling in the photo, but just doing that little chevron or that little arrow stamp there in the date section, it just adds something a little different, something that not everybody will have on their card. But it's just something that I've been trying to embellish my cards a little bit more. I love those little wooden pennant embellishments too. I actually have a lot left because I don't want to use them because they're so cute, but that's dumb, and I just have to get over that and put it somewhere. You know, it's like if you save something for the perfect layout or the perfect project life spread, you're going to be saving stuff forever, and I'm trying to let go and put things on a picture or on a journaling card and just saying it's okay. If it would have fit better somewhere else along the line, that's okay. I have to live with it. So this week I kept it pretty simple. As you can see, I just inserted that love card. That was just in my stash. I think it was a Maggie Holmes 4x6 card, I think, but I'm not positive. And then I had already pre-stamped that happy card, and I just wrote something under there with the little hashtag, and I was pretty much keeping it simple on that side. And there, the only thing I don't like about those little die cut tag pennant thingies is that they're not a sticker. They punch out, and then you have to put glue on the back of them, and they obviously stick much better if there's adhesive on the back. And the other thing is that they punch out of that sheet very easily. So I have a ton of those little punch outs that get lost, I'm afraid, or that I'm trying to keep track of because they just won't stay on there. They fall out. So I'm going to have to figure out if I want to just punch all of them out and forget about trying to keep them in that whole sheet or what. And this month this week for week 16, I actually was using the April and May kits. I think that's how it goes. I've lost so track of time and kits and what month it is. But I think it's the April and May kits because I haven't worked with my June kit yet. In fact, I'm recording this on June 19th, and I bet you I get my July kit before I'm done with my June kit. Because I'm that far behind, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. But there, for my journaling, or my weekly title card, obviously I just put that on there and put the numbers on there, and I'm not worried about putting week. I used to obsess over spelling out the word week on every title card, and then I realized you don't even have to have a title card if you don't want. People will figure it out. You don't have to always put the date. You don't always have to put week. So a lot of times lately I've just been putting numbers because it's a lot easier to make sure you have the numbers instead of 2 E's and a K and a W because they run out really, really fast. So, like I said, that's something I've been trying to not obsess over so much is the title card. I usually do have a title card, but like I said, I'm just trying to be a little more go with the flow. So I pretty much had the right amount of photos and I knew where they wanted to go. I put some of that thin washi tape down and I wanted to put it down behind where all the words would go on that go, see, do cutout. But it didn't really work. I didn't really like the way it turned out. But I just glued it in place anyway. I kind of tried to peel it back up and it wasn't going to work. So even though I don't like it, I just put it in the pocket and kind of learned a lesson for next time, I suppose. And that Here We Go 3x4 filler card I had made previously in a video, and it was perfect. We went on a little road trip this week, or that week I should say, since it's in the past. But we had gone on a little road trip, and I thought that was the perfect filler card since it said, here we go, and it had, you know, just a couple of enamel dots on there, and then I'm going to do some journaling down below to document where we went and what we were doing and why we were doing it and all of that good stuff. But it was just kind of perfect that it said, here we go. And that's the way I kind of look at my filler cards whenever I pre-embellish them. I'm not trying to make it fit into anything. I'm trying to make them true, like, filler cards. Just whatever will work, will work. And I find that if I don't stress over it and I just do, like, go with the flow and make cards and make filler cards, that I find that I'm using them a lot more, or I use them unexpectedly in ways that I wasn't expecting to use them. So I don't know if that makes sense, but if you're worried about making filler cards or you don't think it'll turn out right, don't stress over it. Just make a filler card. The worst thing is it might go to waste, or you'll give it away in a giveaway, or, you know, do an exchange. But for the most part, I've used almost all of the filler cards that I made up, and I really want to make some more. I know I said that last week too, but I really want to make some more filler cards because I like that they're pre-embellished. And a lot of the Becky Higgins ones, they're either journaling cards or there's just not a lot of room to embellish on them. So I would really like more cards that have just quotes on them, or just something that it's easy to stick some enamel dots or a sticker, or even a stamp on there, and just kind of make it my own and embellish it a little bit, but not have it be just a journaling card or just a blank card. And I do find a lot of the Studio Calico kits, their cards are much better suited for filler cards. And I've also found that to be true of more of like the Dear Lizzie style cards. So these are the Amy Tangerine +1 cards that I went through there. And then I'm going through the Dear Lizzie ones from the new Daydreamer collection. I love so many of the cards in the Daydreamer collection. I probably could have bought 2 of that, and I would use every single one because I love her 4x6 cards. I love the 3x4 cards. I just really love Dear Lizzie's style. I think it's light and airy, and I just find myself liking her designs quite a bit. So, yeah, I just like using her cards all the time. And there I'm going to use a Slick Writer and just write on the edge of that dinner plate there. It was kind of like the perfect little spot to journal. And then I'm just going to slide a card into that top pocket, and then I'll do my journaling off camera because I had quite a bit to do. But I will have some pictures on my blog if you're interested in seeing more. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day.